Nautical Tales and Nature Trails, Recreation in Southeastern Connecticut and Southern Rhode Island, is pleased to welcome you to another fun-filled episode. Enjoy the show.
Ahoy there, and welcome to Nautical Tales and Nature Trails, Recreation in Southeastern Connecticut and Southern Rhode Island. My name is Will Morrissey, and I'll be your host for the show as we travel around the area. My wife, Bridget Morrissey, is a realtor in the area, and she knows all the ins and outs about every little attraction that's going on in the area. She drives up and down from Old Lyme to Charlestown. She zigzags from Mystic up to Mashantucket to Uncasville. She's all over the place on the back roads because she hates driving on I-95. Can you blame her? But she goes by all these different places, and being a realtor, she's helping a lot of people find their dream home. And there's so many people moving into the area to help build the submarines, the brave souls that drive the submarines. We've got students that come into UConn at Avery Point, Mitchell College, Connecticut College, the cadets at the Coast Guard Academy. And with visitors, Forbes magazine this month said that Mystic is going to be in the top 12 travel destinations for all the United States this summer. So a lot of people coming into the area, and we put together a book to let you know what's going on in the area, and then we decided to do this show. And so we do a lot of different things, whether it's on the water or hiking and everything. And this week we're back on the water. We've got Caitlin Wheeler here for Sails Up for Cancer and the River Jam that are going to be held at Mystic Shipyard coming up real soon. Caitlin, welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate the invite.
How'd you get involved with all of this?
I am my friend, Dr. Jamie. She was part of the board for Sails Up for Cancer, and she would invite me to these amazing, fun events to raise money to put cash in the hands of local cancer patients. And she, invited me to be on the board, and I said yes. So I'm thrilled to help. It's such a good cause, and so yeah, I'm happy to be here to let everybody know what's going on.
Oh, she does a great job. She's involved in a lot of things in the area. But,
yes.
Yeah, we want to let you know about the regatta and the River Jam coming up. Mystic Shipyard is host to both of these. But first, we'll get into the skipper's party on Friday night, and we'll go from there. So the skipper's party has got a few different things going on. The big attraction is Woolly Mammoth. If you're into dancing under the stars, we've got a big tent that's going to be set up. And Woolly Mammoth has been with Sails Up for Cancer in the past, and they do a great job starting the weekend for us. You also can see Woolly Mammoth at some of the different local venues. I know Milestone, and there's a few other places, Rocks 21. We've got all kinds of different places that the bands that we'll be seeing at River Jam will also be showing up at. But Woolly Mammoth has really helped out quite a bit. And I remember hearing about them playing on a boat over in Sandy Point.
Nice.
They had a cabin cruiser, and the five of them had two were up on the bridge and three were down in the
Nice.
cockpit playing. But you're also going to have barbecue there. Dog Watch is going to be there, and then we have cornhole. The Central Connecticut Cornhole, Coastal Connecticut Cornhole outfit is going to be having a contest. So all kinds of different things going up at the skipper's party. So that's coming up on the 14th, isn't it?
Yes, the evening of the 14th, and it's such a blast. First of all, cornhole is just such a great game. I learned that when I was in Indiana. So I'm glad it's here in Connecticut. And the barbecue that's provided by Dog Watch is absolutely delicious. And Woolly Mammoth always rocks it. There's dancing, like you said, under the tents. It's always usually a beautiful night. So yeah, definitely come out and go on the website and secure your spot.
Yeah, they get a good turnout for that too. So if you're interested in dancing and listening to good music, Mystic Shipyard is the place to be at the skipper's party on June 14th. And then we get into Saturday the 15th.
Yes.
And we've got the regatta. We got the Sails Up for Cancer regatta. Now I don't have pictures from the actual regatta, but I used to race over in Westbrook with Duck Island Yacht Club. So why don't we run something that could tell you a little bit about how a regatta is run? Yeah, this one's going to happen on Saturday, June 15th. So imagine getting up in the morning and the salt air fills your lungs as you pull away from the dock. You feel the gentle rocking of the waves and a soothing rhythm. The sails are unfurled and they catch the wind's embrace. The scent of salt air and adventure hangs thick in the air, mingling with the aroma of fresh brewed coffee from the galley. As the starting horn blares, a flurry of activity erupts on the deck. Sails unfurl with a thunderous snap, capturing the breeze and propelling the vessel forward. The sound of rushing water against the hull is a symphony, punctuated by the creaking of lines and the flapping of canvas. Spray kicks up, leaving a refreshing mist on your face as you lean into the turn, feeling the boat heel and the thrill of speed courses through your veins. The shoreline blurs by, a kaleidoscope of greens and blues, as you navigate the dance of wind and wave. Fellow competitors dot the horizon, their colorful spinnakers billowing like vibrant jellyfish in the distance. The camaraderie and friendly rivalry are palpable, a shared passion for the sport that transcends boundaries. As the race progresses, the sun climbs higher, casting a warm glow over the rippling waters. The rhythmic creaking of the rigging and the snap of the sails becomes a familiar cadence, lulling you into a state of focused tranquility. The salty tang of sea air mingles with the scent of sunscreen and the faint aroma of grilled fare wafting from the shoreline, a tantalizing reminder of the post-race festivities to come. In the distance, a finish line beckons, a symbol of triumph over the elements and a testament to the skill and teamwork that propelled you through the course. As you cross the line, a sense of exhilaration and accomplishment washes over you, a feeling that lingers long after the sails are stowed and the deck is cleared. This is the essence of sailing, our harmonious dance with nature, where the thrill of competition is matched only by the beauty of the surroundings and the camaraderie of fellow seafarers. Ask anyone who loves to race sailboats. They know the feeling. So you got to show up for Sails Up for Cancer. The regatta is going to be on Saturday, June 15th at Mystic Shipyard.
Yes.
So what do you think about all that?
I love your description.
Well,
And how could anyone not want to do that on the 15th?
Yeah, I get a little busy on Saturdays, being in real estate. That's a good day to be out working, but I do remember the great days of sailing over in Westbrook with the Duck Island Yacht Club on a 38-foot Morgan, and it's not just a one-person operation. It's a lot of people getting together and having a good time together, and then the party back at the dock.
That's what it's all about.
Gotta like that.
Work hard, play hard. Mm-hmm. And I think that's we'll talk about Bob who created this foundation, but that's what Sails Up is all about. It's the regatta. It's working together. It's having fun. It's raising money so we can help others, because that's what we were put here to do. So.
Yeah, so the regatta it's just one part of what you're going to be doing.
Yes.
We've got you've got the skipper's party, the night before. You've got the cornhole competition. You can, hey, dog watch. I mean, that's excellent food. We go there quite a bit. That's one of our favorite spots. But we have a few favorites in the Mystic, Stonington, Groton area, and over in Westerly too. But the racing is always a big deal, and it's so nice to be able to be doing something that really helps people in the area that need it. And that's not the only event that's going to be going on. We've got the following week. You've got River Jam.
Yes, absolutely. So it's just a kickoff summer of events. So the River Jam is lots of different bands that come together.
Oh, we've got a little video on that.
Okay.
Why don't we run
Let's
that?
So River Jam's 2 days, June 21st through the 22nd. And look at this lineup. So 4 p.m. on Friday, the Pneumatics. And then they play for a little bit, get you warmed up. The Troublemakers are after them. They're a tribute to the Allman Brothers. Got to check them out. Woolly Mammoth is back from 6 to 7:45 on that Friday. They just always rock it, like I said before. And let's see, who's this? Mystic Beast?
Mystic Dead.
Mystic Dead.
Oh, no, you're right, Mystic Beast.
Definitely have to check them up. And then the Subliminals. On Saturday, they kick it off for the next day of music and partying. The Decker Bandits. This is all on Saturday. And then, of course, there's, refreshments and food. Jeremiah Hayes plays on Saturday. It's like rock and funk and soul and reggae. and Glaucoma Suspect. I know that's one of Bob's favorite. It's a live reggae band, and they're also on Saturday. And
Oblivious Fools.
Oblivious Fools, the Rhode Island's premier Fish tribute. And then Mystic Dead's back again on Saturday, so you can catch them again.
That's quite a lineup.
It is. It's really fun.
So I mean, and that's to benefit both Sails Up for Cancer and Pawcatuck Neighborhood Center.
Yes.
So again, down at our friends at Mystic Shipyard are graciously hosting everything, and that's really nice that they take care of some big events like that.
They do. They definitely take care of us. It's a beautiful location, if you've never been, and so come like you said, party during the day, and then it goes into the night, and we party under the stars. We do have a tent set up, so it's definitely a great party for a great cause.
So what do you like, reggae or Allman Brothers or what?
Oh gosh, I mean, I like I like the Dead. I like Allman Brothers. I like Woolly Mammoth. I like reggae for sure, though.
Oh yeah, well,
lots of dancing.
That's a good time. That's a good time. I was fortunate to go to the Tennessee Volunteer Jam quite a few years ago. Charlie Daniels' band put that on, and it was Leonard Skinner and Crystal Gale and the Allman Brothers, and Greg Allman was at a bar the next day that I went to, and he was talking about playing on a two-headed guitar. Now this was quite a few years ago, but just a regular guy. I mean, I walked up to him and said, hey, thank you so much for last night. We had a great time. Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Just like another guy.
A nice guy.
But they really do, and all the guys in all these bands, they want everybody to have a good time.
Absolutely.
Do you have a favorite of the bunch that's coming up?
I'd say Woolly Mammoth.
Do you?
But I am really looking forward to the reggae. So, yeah, hearing them. So.
Well, I like reggae, but I kind of got to go back to the Allman Brothers.
I don't blame you. That's a cool story, though.
Yeah, we had a good time, and still get together with my friends down there in Nashville. But Sails Up for Cancer is there's a lot that goes into it, and it's not something that could just be put on overnight. I mean, the race is one thing. Getting the tent, getting all the volunteers together, selling tickets, hopefully that you're going to get a ticket to at least come down to the skipper's party, if not come down for a day and night of music. A lot goes into that, and there's people to thank for that, and I think we have a little sponsor video that I'd like to show. Now this is all from Sails Up for Cancer. Again, the big shout out goes to Mystic Shipyard, for everything that they do.
Look at that beautiful location.
Oh, isn't it? You don't get a chance to do something like that very often if you're not into boating. But they also have the Sailors for the Sea, and it's a clean regattas program that is trying to keep the water clean, and the goal is to generate less waste throughout the event and reduce the amount of trash that ends up in the water. We got a lot of local sponsors going into this too. Angie's,
ABC Photo Lab, oh my gosh, Dog Watch, of course, the CT Spring Boat Show, Tito's, Sound Waves, Noank Village Boatyard, PC Restoration, shout out to Mike.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that, really think this is a worthwhile cause. I mean, so many people, it's hard not to know somebody that doesn't have cancer. And this Sails Up for Cancer group is really doing a great job trying to get people to be able to deal with it. So if you can't get a ticket, but you'd still like to sponsor, su4c.org. That's the website, right?
Yes.
And they have a page on there that you can donate, and but not just that. Volunteers for these different things that are going on. So that's a pretty big commitment for a few people that are really putting this together, and it's a lot of fun. They are trying to have fun while they're doing it, but it is a big deal to be able to fight cancer. So if you know somebody with cancer, or if you think this is a worthwhile cause, you really should check out the website su4c.org, Sails Up for Cancer, and see if you can't donate or volunteer for any of these events that are coming up. I mean, you got a couple more events. We got another video on some of the things that Sails Up for Cancer does. Now this is back in the regatta, but you know, and you already mentioned that woolly mammoth is a big part of the event.
Absolutely. So we mentioned the cornhole on Friday night. The Sails Up yoga, we actually do that before the regatta on June 15th in the morning. It's a morning of yoga. That's on the website. It's just yoga is a beautiful practice for helping to heal, and if you have a family member that's overcoming cancer, it can also help you with some of the emotional stuff. So check out that event as well. I know we didn't get to talk that much about it. The Spinnaker Fund is where we actually give cash in hand to local cancer patients, because we don't want them to feel that stress of having to pay their bills while they're going through treatment, while they're going through healing. And so we actually put cash into their hands so they can pay their bills and not worry about where's the money going to come from. The Creating Hope Gala, beautiful night. We're really looking forward to February 8th, 2025 and doing the gala for the second year in a row. There's Bob Davis. He's our guy. Can I talk a little bit about Bob? There's Holmgren Subaru, who every year is so generous to donate part of their Share the Love proceeds to Sails Up. Dawn and her husband, Eric, and there's Karen, Bob's wife. There's some of our board members.
Yeah, you got Center for Hospice Care. You've got the L&M Cancer Center.
Yes.
You know, you've got the different hospitals in the area. They're always looking for donations. Visiting Nurse Association.
Big shout out to Visiting Nurse and also the hospital sponsors that donate. L&M, of course, thank you so much for your generosity. The visiting nurses are the ones that give us referrals. So they will submit the applicant that needs the cash in hand to pay their bills while they're going through the treatment and recovery. And so thank you to those nurses who, you know, keep an eye out in the field and help those people apply so we can get the money in their hands. I actually have some thank you notes. Do you mind if I read a couple thank you notes that we received from those that we've donated to? So let's see, let me find, here's one. I've omitted names just to, you know, protect people's security, but it says, I want to let you know how grateful I am for the help you gave me. I was able to pay my rent this month. First time ever in 35 years I have been here. Thank you so very much. Another one, let's see, I received your generous letter and generous check in the amount of $1,000. I cannot thank you and the board of directors enough for your generous financial assistance. Earlier, I emailed Mr. Davis thanking him and all of you for your generosity. We have continuous medical bills for my treatments and expensive tests. This check will help alleviate the financial burden that cancer unfortunately puts on its victims. I'm so grateful to you, the board, and Mr. Davis. May God bless you all.
Oh, those are nice.
There's so many
Very
more.
nice.
And so should I talk about Bob for just a minute? Because he.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, when those pictures of all the checks were coming up, you might have noticed there was one guy that showed up in every single picture, and that was Bob Davis. And yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about Bob?
Bob Davis is the one who makes this all possible because it was his vision. So unfortunately, or fortunately, because we know things work in mysterious ways, Bob has overcome cancer multiple times. And so it was put on his heart, you know, to help others that were going through the terrible time, and just get them the money through the Spinnaker Fund. So they don't need any more stress in their life, right? When they're dealing with all these emotions and why is this happening to me, and the sickness and the pain and all these things that, you know, so many of us have either experienced or seen our loved ones go through. And so he created, you know, this foundation and all of these different events to raise money, and we have fun and we raise money so that we then 100% of the money goes into local cancer patients' hands. And like I said before, it just allows them to not be stressed about how they're going to pay their rent, how they're going to pay their insurance, how they're going to pay to put food on their table, for the expensive tests, for the treatments, all of these things. They don't have to worry about that because we're giving them some financial relief. And so it just makes that process of going through the treatment and the healing and the recovery a little bit smoother. And so that was Bob's vision, and we're so grateful to him that he put it together, and it's going strong, and it just gets stronger every year. So incredible individual, and so are the board members. So thank you all.
Oh, that's a great story. I've got gray hair. I've been around a while. Bob's isn't turning gray like mine is, you know, but he's one that's into music. If
Yes.
you look at, I watched a Woodstock documentary a little while ago, and he was in the front row.
He was there.
He was in the front row of Woodstock.
My mom was there too.
No, he loves music. He loves sailing, and he was able to put something together, you know, for people to enjoy, and really have a good time doing it. You know, so and it's such a worthy cause. I mean, it's unbelievable what the Spinnaker Fund has been able to do for folks. And like I said, you know, we're talking about recreation in Southeastern Connecticut, and you know, the regatta, and that's a big deal. But you know, sometimes recreation is inside, and one of the things that we saw on the slide was your gala coming up in February. You got any news for us on the gala?
Yeah, well, we did it this year for the first time, and it was an absolute hit. So next year we're going to make it even bigger and better. It's just an incredible evening where you can get dressed up and go enjoy music and dance and, you know, eat delicious food and meet people that are committed to this cause, whether they've survived cancer, or maybe they're from one of the big hospitals in the area and they have a vested interest in helping people to get through, you know, when they're diagnosed with cancer. So you're just meeting incredible people. You're having a really elegant evening, and I'm looking forward to February 8th.
Do you know who played the music last year at the gala?
Oh my gosh,
The Cartels?
I don't. I think it might have been Sugar.
Sugar?
But I could be wrong about that.
Okay.
Listen, whatever music Bob picks, like you said, he has impeccable taste in music.
It's always fun.
It's always fun. It's always good. It is always a good time because he makes sure of it. He knows how to party, and that's a good thing. Because sometimes we need to have fun, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, if he's overcome multiple bouts with cancer, he's looking to enjoy life, you know, so, I mean, that is a big deal. So I can't stress enough how much fun it is to, you know, to get out in a race, in a sailing race, in a regatta. My background was in a powerboat marina, and it used to drive me nuts, some of the folks coming over looking for parts at our place, and they were all galvanized, and they were always looking for stainless steel for a sailboat. And so I got tired of them, you know, the names they called our place. So I had T-shirts made up that said "sail" is just another 4-letter word with the slash through a sailboat. But then when they saw me on board racing on that Morgan, that 38-foot Morgan, they said, "Morrissey, what are you doing up there?" You know, and I said, I enjoyed myself. I did it for a couple of years, you know, and it's when you're looking at a sailboat and you're got the powerboat attitude, you think they're just going slow. But when you're racing somebody else, you know, it feels like you're going fast, you know, and like I said, it courses through your veins. You know, you really want to do well, and you want the boat to perform well, and you want to do your job on the boat well. And if everybody does that, then it's a good time, you know. So, you know, having a regatta, there's several of them, you know, up and down the coast in Rhode Island and Connecticut. But this one is at Mystic Shipyard coming up on June 15th. And it is for a very, very good cause. It Sails Up for Cancer. You saw the checks being presented, you know, and it makes a big difference to the visiting nurse. It makes a big difference to the hospitals, L&M Hospital, all the different places to get it. But the real big thing, I think, is that Spinnaker Fund.
It is.
You know, you read a couple of the thank you notes. I mean, people are genuinely thankful, you know, that people care enough about people that they don't even know, that they'll go out and have some fun for them, spend a little money, and make life good for somebody else.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. And I think we were put here to help each other, and so, I mean, what better way to do it than attend a party, have a good time, and, and help your neighbor. Because, like you said in the beginning, I think all of us have either been affected or know somebody that's been affected by this terrible disease. And so just imagine, having to go through being sick and the stress and the emotion, not knowing what lies ahead. Mm-hmm. And also, maybe you're too sick to go to work and you don't know, you're not getting a paycheck and you don't know how you're going to pay the rent. And so that stress on top of the stress of being diagnosed with this terrible disease. So we're trying to help those people specifically at a local level. And yeah, it's really fun. It's great.
It'll be great when you go to see all these bands playing at River Jam, and then go to Milestone or Rocks 21 or, any of the places that they're playing at, and go up and tell them, hey, I saw you at River Jam. Thanks for being at that thing. The reaction you're going to get, they know that they helped somebody, and they're going to know that you helped somebody. So yep. It does make a big difference if you can take part in this. Go out and have some fun, have a good time, but know that you're helping somebody else in the community, and it really, really, it's needed.
Yes.
So we've got more shows coming up. I want to tell you a little bit about what's coming in a few weeks. The next one is going to be the Granite Theater over in Westerly, downtown Westerly. And I was there a couple months ago, and it's a neat little theater. It's been around for a long time. I guess it was a church at one point, but they put on some wonderful shows. They've had shows that you've heard about or seen down on Broadway. And they keep doing that. And then we've also got the Mashantucket Pequot Museum coming up, and that's the museum up in Ledyard there in Mashantucket, and they've got a lot of history there, and it's a great museum. I've been there before, and it's the pieces that they've got in there, they look real. I mean, it looks like real people standing there, and they go into the history of what's going on. We also have the Custom House coming in. That's going to be in time for the 4th of July celebration down at Sailfest. Sailfest is always a big event.
Yes.
That's a nautical tale all on its own. So we're looking forward to the Custom House Museum. They've got information about things like the Amistad and what it was like in the 1700s, 1800s in the seafaring town of New London. And we've got also got the Tall Ships Heritage group coming in at the end of August. We've got a couple libraries that are going to be coming in, so all kinds of different events coming up. And we hope you enjoy Nautical Tales and Nature Trails, recreation in Southeastern Connecticut and Southern Rhode Island. We're glad to bring you all this information. Caitlin, we're so happy that you were here to tell us all about Sails Up for Cancer and the Regatta and the River Jam coming up.
My pleasure. Thank you for the invite.
Well, thank you very much. And again, hope you enjoyed the show. Bridget, take us out.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channels at Mystic 2 Westerly and at SEC TV 1. Please join our group on Facebook and like my Facebook page. Let me explain Mystic 2 Westerly to you. Mystic is actually part Groton and part Stonington. Stonington Borough and Pawcatuck are also part of Stonington. 2 towns, 2 states make one community. Watch Hill and Misquamicut Beach are part of Westerly. Connecticut Route 2 starts in Pawcatuck, goes through North Stonington, into Ledyard, and Preston, to Norwich. It goes across the river into Uncasville, and more of New London County on its way to Hartford. New London County is also home to Waterford, East Lyme, Niantic, and Old Lyme. Basically, we enjoy living in Southeastern Connecticut and Southern Rhode Island. Thank you for watching Nautical Tales and Nature Trails. We hope you enjoyed it.